Seaports throughout Europe operate at the interface between sea and land transport. Inland transport to and from the ports can be by road, rail or barge. The inland transport can be organised by the shipper or receiver of the consignment. The mode of operation varies throughout Europe. Shipping lines who operate the ocean transport between the ports are continually working to reduce operational costs, whilst at the same time maintaining published schedules to ensure high levels of customer service and customer retention. This is where iPORT steps in.
What we've traditionally done over the last few hundred years is we built ports to disconnect what happens at sea to what happens at the landside transport. So the variability of ships arriving at port is disconnected from the transport of those goods on the rail, on the roads of this country. As we increase the capacity, as our economy continues to grow, we're going to have to be able to improve the efficiency of what's called intermodal operations, the connection between what's happening in the port and what's happening on the land side logistics. A way to get a feel of this is that all of the world's trade that was conducted in 1946 is now conducted in one day. That is only going to increase, that rate of growth is only going to increase. And to be able to grow and cope with the increased transport requirements of that, particularly through our ports, we're going to have much more intelligent supply chains and more intelligent ports. The way to solve this problem is to have better information exchange between the ports, between the hauliers, between the shipping lines, between the rail carriers and between the road services. And what the iPORT project is doing is taking data primarily from space assets that locate where the ships are using satellite AIS and locate where the hauliers are using GPS data, and to be able to integrate the position of the ships, the position of the hauliers, and to get a more integrated port side operations. And really what we're trying to do is to provide data into the port operators about what's happening in the rest of the supply chain to be able to better synchronize. You can only synchronize these operations more effectively if we know much more accurately in real time where the containers are, where the vehicles are, where the ships are, and also increasingly where the rail haulage is.
It's going to give live satellite tracking to everything that we do. We can have the ETAs of vehicles at ports updated accordingly when delays occur, so that the ports themselves can have their facilities ready and available when they know vehicles are going to arrive. It's no good them sitting around waiting for vehicles. If they're delayed out on the roads, they can be getting on with other things. If the whole port community was using this app, then they would be geared up and ready for when the vehicles arrive.
Having transparency in supply chain is critical when containers are shipped across the world, that you know where that container is and it can be picked, order picked from the ship in time, in good time, so it can be loaded on the appropriate lorry. So that affects the whole of the infrastructure around the port. You can't have lorries standing and queuing unnecessarily, so they would arrive just in time to pick up the appropriate container.
Let's look at some of the features available on the iPORT web portal. On logging in, vehicle positions received from mobile device GPS are displayed on a map and current available jobs are listed. Switching to the Jobs tab enables the user to view all jobs in greater detail. Here we can see an active job delivering to the Port of Liverpool, and its estimated time of arrival is displayed. Returning to the map, the user can switch to the vessel list. Satellite AIS data is used to show an accurate vessel location along with the destination port and its estimated time of arrival.
iPORT is a collaborative partnership between Ames Grid Services, Avanti, Containerport, Exact Earth Europe, DBH and ISL, and has been made possible by funding from the European Space Agency.